I heard somewhere once that writers who can't write for the big screen write for video games. After games like the Uncharted series and now The Last of Us, development team Naughty Dog clearly has a team that always puts the story at the forefront of their games.
Easy!
Please!
Holy shit!
Help!
Are we gonna help him?
Put your seatbelt on, Ellie.
Well, what about the guy?
He ain't even hurt.
Alone and sick, I'm by bleeding by man. Oh Lord, if you hear me, take my hand.
The Last of Us tells the story of Joel, a survivor doing what he can to take the young woman Ellie to the Fireflies.
That was your crusade. I am not doing that.
Yes, you are. Look.
The story is one of understanding until you find out why Joel wants to help Ellie, even though his hard exterior makes you think he wants nothing to do with her. Even though Ellie is not his daughter, the two have a great father-daughter relationship by the end of the game.
So,
and by the end, you're really rooting for the two.
is everything you were hoping for?
It's got its ups and downs.
You also get a real sense that these two people are from different worlds. Joel comes from a time like ours where he knows about the past. Ellie has no understanding of what the world used to be like.
I thought you had plenty of food in your time.
Oh, we did. Some just chose not to eat it.
Why the hell not?
For looks.
That's stupid.
Even though for the most part she's very upbeat, this sense of empathy that you gain for her really makes you feel for this character.
Well, every battle's got a losing side.
What if they had families?
Everyone has a family.
Speaking of empathy, this is one of those few games where you really get attached emotionally to the characters. Even the secondary characters all have their little quirks. This is also one of the first games I think I've ever played that had a homosexual character who doesn't come off in any sort of stereotypical way. He's a badass, likable character who simply has a taste for men.
I'm sure your friend will be missing
It sounds
this
dumb,
tonight.
but I really like that they didn't treat him in a negative fashion.
Light on the reading, but it's got some interesting photos.
Now, Ellie, that ain't for kids.
Whoa! How the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of that.
Look, hold your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Oh, why are these all stuck together?
In this world, you're not alone. There are also two types of enemies, humans and the infected. There are basically three factions of people who you have to look out for in this game. The military, the hunters, and the fireflies later on. Even though most all the human characters are not on your side, there's a real understanding for why these people behave in the fashion that they are. Everyone is just trying to survive.
Women, children, they're all very, very hungry.
So am I. Women and children, all very hungry too.
The world is plagued by the infected, zombie-like creatures who try to eat you and make you become one of them. There are infected who have eyesight who will simply attack you. There are clickers who don't have their eyesight but follow sound to find you, and they're much harder to kill. But then there are the overgrown bloaters who have a strong shell body and throw projectiles in order to damage you. The environments in this game are also large and beautiful, in a end-of-the-world kind of way. If you were trying to, you can nitpick little things that you see around the environment and say that they're not aesthetically pleasing. But there's so much going on that the larger picture really shines. I was watching an interview on IGN with the creators of this game, and they came to the conclusion that the way the game ends had to happen that way. I was thinking about that statement as I beat the game and realized that if I were in Joel's situation, I wouldn't have done what he did, but I understand it. This game is absurdly violent, and it's definitely not for children, and even may not be for some adults, but it's a roller coaster ride that I believe most people should try, which is why I'm giving The Last of Us a 10 out of 10.
You man, he told you what you wanted. I ain't telling you shit.
That's all right. I believe him.
No, wait!